As we know, the isekai genre of anime has been very popular. Because of this isekai being the most popular genre, there's been a lot of failures of this certain genre. And the biggest issue, and it involves isekai more than any other genre, is the Isekai Problem, and it's been shown in isekais more than any other genre, is being open-ended. And what I mean by open-ended, the shows don't have a specific goals or reasons of being there and being in an isekai. So we are familiar with these isekais, the biggest names in isekais: rezero, Sword Art Online, No Game No Life, The Devil is a Part-Timer, Konosuba, Overlord, even though Overlord is not the greatest isekai, is one of the worst, Mushoku Tensei, and Rising of the Shield Hero, just to name a few very good top isekais that is recommended of being the best isekai. The problem of being an open-ended isekai is that there is no set of rules, and especially power scaling, not really a very big thing in power scaling, except for like No Game No Life, Sword Art Online, kind of like gaming isekai. It makes sense to have a power scaling because it's about a game and they're in the game. Being an open-ended isekai can be a big problem because there's no set end. There is no goals. Like right in the middle of the story, the whole story can go off the rails because something is changed and there is no rules in the isekai because the author did not set the rules inside the story, so it can have limitations of being an isekai. It can't have like free range and everything is okay and we're going to stay here forever and I don't know why. Konosuba has no range. I mean, they have power scaling in a different way, very different way than other animes does, especially in an isekai, but they don't really have a set, guidelines or set goal. It just, like, Kazuma really just died and he picked a goddess and all of a sudden they're just adventuring to like get more money, and that's not really a goal. Like, what is your goal as a unit? And just to make more money, that doesn't really make sense as a isekai anime, even though Konosuba is one of the best isekai animes out there. And Sword Art Online in season 3 of the anime, it went completely off the rails, especially after the end credit arc in the Alfheim game. And like season 1 and season 2 were like the best seasons of Sword Art Online. In season 3, they really screwed up and went off the rails because Kirito was in a full drive machinery trying to recreate life in a video game, and that really screwed up, and that makes no sense because he was a kid with other characters, and it was terrible. Season 3 was completely derailed and destroyed what made them great. And just like ReZero, we do ReZero on this channel a lot. And Arc 7 really made it open-ended. I mean, we just came off being the most successful arc is Arc 6, very popular arc, in Arc 5, and we came out of this with making no sense. At first, Arc 7 was so good because of Todd and Jamal and Rim coming back from her sleep and her slumber and somehow strangling Subaru. And with Todd and Jamal, they're interacting, getting kidnapped by them, by the Imperial Army. That was really interesting at first. Then they went to Chaos Flame and they went to the capital city of Wallachia, and Subaru's getting turned into a child, and it really derailed what they did in the beginning Arc 7, and what they really failed the hype. They actually did not. They were below the bar what they set in Arc 6. It was very, very disappointing, and it made no complete sense coming off of the arc, and completely forgot about Rem's memories. And Overlord is just about a bad guy's point of view with terrible power scaling, and the main MC is a villain and he's way overpowered, and there is no good MC to go with the bad guy MC in the bad guy's point of view. Nobody can compete with that because he destroys everybody and he's way overpowered. There's no good storyline, even though it's really different, because Overlord is very different, and I give him that, given a bad guy's point of view, but it makes no sense. It makes it into a terrible anime, especially isekai anime. At least No Game No Life has a set of goals. Sora and Shiro wants to help Elkia be and make her clan, her nation, be the best out of the 16 and destroy those 16 other nations. That is a goal. And they want to be one of the best gamers in history, period, throughout the show. And that what makes No Game No Life really good, is because they have a set of goals and they're going to act on it. And you expect all these isekais will have consequences and set of rules and limitations of what you can do in an isekai in another world. Something you can do, but you also can't do this. And especially consequences. I think two animes of isekai animes that has consequences for their characters is ReZero and Sword Art Online. They are the best examples to have consequences, because in Sword Art Online, when they first got trapped into the game in the Incred arc, everybody jumped off the rails and stuff, and they automatically died. But they also killed themselves in real life. And if you die by battle or taking on the bosses, you die in real life and in the game. So that's real consequences. In ReZero, and because the Subaru keeps dying and using return by death, so he has some consequence, and the choices Subaru makes has consequences that determines if he dies or not, and how he's going to use the return of death to even think about another solution to the problem. But even though we have some great isekai animes that makes the isekai genre great, we also have a lot of failures of animes, light novels, mangas of the isekai genre, and I Got Reincarnated as a Sword is not a good example of it. Not a really good plot to it. It's just a catchy title and it's being very funny, but it does not make a good isekai. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. I really want to hear your opinions of great isekais and what made them great. Also, put a like at the end of the video, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.